Be brave, be qualified. When I chose this topic as the topic of my talk for this contest, I was confused and wondering what I would like to say to all of you who are watching this video. And I asked myself, do I have the right to say something that I don't even know if it's already inside of me? But after I think about it again, I try to remember the couple of years ago when I struggling with myself, when I always experienced failure, and the times I didn't accept the bad things that happened to me, and when I always compare my fate with the fate of others. Yeah, I went through all those crazy times a few years ago, but I thought I turned out great, incredible, and amazing. As you can see, I was able to get through it all, and I'm even so much better than I used to be. From me, who didn't have the courage to share my feelings to others, and I was not sure of my abilities, and the me who didn't accept my shortcomings. Yeah, basically I lost my self-confidence. Then, how can I survive to get through all these problems? So I'm gonna tell you after discussing about this one. Do you know what makes the people don't have the courage to express themselves? Well, I will let you know the 4 points of them. The first, they have not reconciled with themselves. They still don't accept all their limitations and don't value themselves. And the second, they don't want to be who they are. Instead, they want to be someone else. And the third, they only think about the past and the present, but not the present and the future. And the last but not least, they don't realize the potentials they have. So, in order to demonstrate your bravery, you need to know about these 4 things again as I experience. The first, know yourself. Understand your goals and your values so you can decide which actions matter most. Therefore, know your own emotional responses. If you're going over the cliff of worries, it may be best to pause and consider your next best action. And the second, also know your limits. It is most important. Often growth requires you to go outside your comfort zones and embrace new situations. Take new actions or venture out despite being elements are afraid. But then remember, you don't need to force yourself. You don't need to force anything. It's okay if the process is slow, but you have to be sure to go through with it. And the third, in addition, know your options. Either do you want to get out of your comfort zones to take a step forward to achieve your desires and hopes, or do you want to stay in that situation and just let your life go with the flow? And the fourth, finally, know others. Build your social circle in order to build your courage. In addition, with a solid network, you will have better support in case you stumble. Trust me, when you are brave enough to express yourself, you already be qualified at the same time. Yeah, you already be qualified at the same time because you even have the brave to push yourself to grow. And you dare to develop your potentials, talents, and abilities, which means to make you qualified. So the key to the quality of a person's self begins with the bravery of how they can express themselves without fear. Thank you for listening until the end.